Hello, welcome to English for Everyone. Today we're going to learn what Americans really say. For example, if you look in any English book, you will see the word sunbathe. What is he doing? He is sunbathing. But Americans don't say that. We say something different. Let's take a look. That's right, Americans don't say sunbathe. We say lay out, get a tan, or get some sun. Let's practice. Example, I want to go to the beach and lay out. Lay out is the most common expression we use for this activity, for this action. I want to lay out. Or I want to, pronunciation, wanna. I want to go to, not go to, but go to. I want to go to the beach. I want to go to the beach and lay out. Let's practice. Do you want to go to the beach and lay out?
Yes, I want to go to the beach and lay out.
Does she want to go to the beach and lay out? What about you? Do you want to go to the beach and lay out? Very good. Another one we use is get a tan. The T in get is between vowels, so you will hear getta, a fast D sound. Get a tan. I want to get a tan. Change my color. Get a tan. Example, I want to lay out and get a tan. Get a tan is when your color changes. So I want to lay out and get a tan. Let's practice. Is he getting a tan? Very good. Do you want to lay out and get a tan? Very good. Lay is a verb. In the present, lay. In the past, laid. So if you want to talk about the past, I laid out all afternoon and got a tan. So get in the past, got. I got a tan. And the T in got changes to a fast D. Got a tan. So I laid out all afternoon and got a tan. Did he lay out all afternoon? Very good. Another expression we use is get some sun. Get some sun. Get some sun. He's getting some sun. I want to get some sun. And the action get in the past, got. He got some sun. Or I can say, it looks like he got some sun. It looks like he got some sun. He got a tan. His color changed. Let's practice. Do you want to go to the beach and get some sun?
Yes, I want to go to the beach and get some sun.
Do you want to go to the beach and get some sun? Very good. So remember, Americans don't say sunbathe. You'll see this word in every English book you'll find, but Americans don't use this word. It's correct. We just have other words. Remember, we say lay out, get a tan, or get some sun. Today we're talking about the word arrive. Arrive is correct. It's correct English, but it's not very common in conversational American English. It's too formal. You might hear it with a flight. The flight will arrive. But that's not conversational English. What do we say? Well, we say get. We say get to the. Example, get to the theater. Get to the restaurant. Remember, get is an irregular action. In the present, get. In the past, got. Make the open sound, like hot and stop. Got, with a stop T, got. And the participle is gotten. Not gotten, but gotten. Make the stop T and fall to the N sound. Gotten. So again, in the present, get. In the past, got. And the participle is gotten. Example, they got to the theater. Or they got to the theater early. Question, why did they get to the theater early? They got to the theater early to buy popcorn. Let's practice. Why did they get to the theater early? That's right, they got to the theater early to buy popcorn. Example, they got to the restaurant before it closed. Question. Did they get to the restaurant before it closed? Yes, they did. They got to the restaurant before it closed. Let's practice. Did they get to the restaurant before it closed? That's right. They got to the restaurant before it closed. Example. They got to the airport in time for their flight. Question. Did they get to the airport in time for their flight? Yes, they did. They got to the airport in time for their flight. They weren't late. They got there in time. Let's practice. Did they get to the airport in time for their flight? That's right. They got to the airport in time for their flight. But be careful when you use get. Some places are special. Some common places like work and school. We don't say get to the work or get to my work. We just say get to work. And the same for school. We say get to school. No the school, no my school. Get to work, get to school. Example. It takes 30 minutes to get to work. Question. How long does it take to get to work? The answer, it takes about 30 minutes to get to work. Let's practice. How long does it take to get to work? That's right, it takes about 30 minutes to get to work. Example, it takes 20 minutes to get to school. Question, how long does it take to get to school? It takes about 20 minutes to get to school. Let's practice. How long does it take to get to school? That's right, it takes about 20 minutes to get to school. Also remember, special places like home, here, and there. When we use home, here, and there, we don't use to. So I cannot say get to home. We say get home. Also for here, we say get here, and there, we say get there. To is not necessary. Example, he's going to have dinner when he gets home. Remember, change the action get. I get and you get, but he gets. He gets home. The example, he's going to have dinner when he gets home. The question, is he going to have dinner when he gets home? Yes, he's going to have dinner when he gets home. Let's practice. Is he going to have dinner when he gets home? That's right, he's going to have dinner when he gets home. So I use here for this place. Is he going to get here on time? No, he's not going to get here on time. He's stuck in traffic. Let's practice. Is he going to get here on time? Why not? That's right. He's not going to get here on time because he's stuck in traffic. If I talk about that place, a different place, I say there. He's going to get there on time. Or maybe he's not going to get there on time. That's right. He's not going to get there on time because he's stuck in traffic. Let's practice. Is he going to get there on time? Why not? That's right. He's not going to get there on time because he's stuck in traffic. Very good. So remember, avoid using arrive in American English. In conversational, real-life English, people don't use arrive. They use get. And remember, we say get to the theater, get to the restaurant. But if you say work or school, we say get to work and get to school. And also remember, home, here, and there. Just say get home, get here, and get there. Let's practice. Did he get to the office on time? That's right, he didn't get to the office on time. He was late. Let's practice. Did he get there on time? That's right, he didn't get there on time. He was stuck in traffic. Did he get to work on time? That's right, he didn't get to work on time. He was late. Let's practice. Did he get to school late? That's right, he got to school late. Let's practice. Did he get home in the evening? That's right, he got home in the evening. What time did he get home? That's right, he got home at 7 p.m. Let's practice. Did he get to the airport in the morning? That's right, he got to the airport in the morning. Let's practice. What time did he get to the airport? That's right, he got to the airport at 8 o'clock. Let's practice. Did he get to the theater late? That's right, he didn't get to the theater late. Did he get to the theater early? That's right, he got to the theater early to buy popcorn. Today we're talking about this word, touristic. Yes, it's in the dictionary, it's a real word, but nobody really uses it. We don't use this word in conversational English. So, if you can't say touristic, what do you say? We say tourist. If you want to describe a town, you can say this is a tourist town. I live in Monterey, California. It's a tourist town. That means it's very popular with tourists.
One of Transylvania's 7 original German towns is Sighișoara, perhaps the most popular tourist town in all of Romania.
So a tourist is a person. Put the stress on the first syllable. Tour, tour, tourist. One tourist, more than one tourists. There are a lot of tourists here. It's very popular with tourists. But if I describe the town, I say it's a tourist town. This is a tourist town. It's popular with tourists. Or I can describe an area. I say touristy, keeping the stress on the first syllable. Touristy. This is a touristy area. In Monterey, California, Cannery Row is a touristy area. It's very popular with tourists.
So I'm in Virginia Beach, Virginia right now, in a kind of like a touristy area here.
Let's practice. Is this a tourist town? That's right, it's a tourist town. Is this a touristy area? That's right, it's a touristy area. It's very popular with tourists. So remember, don't use the word touristic. It's not common. We use the word tourist. It's a tourist town, or touristy. It's a touristy area. Don't say some minutes. Technically it's correct, but it doesn't sound good. It sounds better to say a few minutes. Example, a few minutes later. Or I'll see you in a few minutes. Example, he's making a sandwich. How long will it take to make the sandwich? It'll take a few minutes. He'll be done in a few minutes. Let's practice. What is he doing? That's right, he's making a sandwich. How long will it take? That's right, it'll take a few minutes. When will he be done? That's right, he'll be done in a few minutes. So remember, don't say some minutes. He'll be done in some minutes. He'll finish in some minutes. Doesn't sound good. Say a few minutes. He'll be done in a few minutes. Today we're talking about these two words, mischief and mischievous. These are real words and you will see them in American English. They're good words to know. But when people speak in conversational English, they're not common. We don't say them. Let's talk about the pronunciation. Mischief is a thing. You make mischief or you cause mischief. This boy causes a lot of mischief. Again, people don't use this word. The adjective is mischievous. This word has two pronunciations. You'll hear mischievous or mischievous. But like I said, in conversational English, avoid these words. So what do we say instead of these words? We say troublemaker. If you're talking about a little boy like this who causes problems and gets in trouble, we call him a little troublemaker. He's a little troublemaker. If you don't say little and you say he's a troublemaker, it could be a bad thing. Like if a teacher's talking about a student who always causes problems, he's a troublemaker. It's a negative thing. But if you want to talk about a little boy that gets in trouble but it's not so bad, then we say little. He's a little troublemaker. It's not so negative. Let's practice. Is he a little troublemaker? That's right, he's a little troublemaker. So remember, mischief and mischievous are good words to know. You'll see them in books, and you'll see them in old movies. But now they're not very common in spoken English. It's more common to say, he's a little troublemaker. Don't say this. Don't say 1.5 hours. Technically, it's not wrong. It just sounds a little off. It sounds strange because 1.5 hours, well, if it's hours, I think it should be 2. It's more than 1, so technically it's not wrong. But it sounds a little strange. And there's a better way to say it. It's more common to say 1.5 hours. You don't have to say the number 1, you say n, 1.5 hours. Let's look at the pronunciation. For an hour, it's not an hour, it's more closed because the word is not stressed. An hour, an hour. Remember the H is silent, an hour, so together, an hour. And, we don't say and, we don't pronounce the D, we say n. Linking to the next word, and a half. Not and a half, but and a half. Together, 1.5 hours. 1.5 hours. That's the best way to say it. Example, they're driving somewhere. They're driving somewhere far. Well, not really far. It's going to take 1.5 hours. It's going to take 1.5 hours to get there. Let's look at the sentence. It's going to, pronounced gonna, it's going to take an hour, 1.5 hours. It's going to take 1.5 hours to get there. Not to get there, but to get there. That's how long it's going to take. It's going to take 1.5 hours to get there. The question, how long is it going to take? Or how long is it going to take? How long is it going to take to get there? It's going to take 1.5 hours to get there. Let's practice. How long is it going to take to get there? That's right. It's going to take 1.5 hours to get there. Recently, I got a question from one of our members asking if it's correct to say talk in English. And the answer is no, it's not correct. I speak 2 languages. I speak English and I speak Spanish. If somebody came up to me and asked me, do you talk in Spanish? I would think this person's English is not very good because it sounds very strange. It sounds weird. It sounds off. It doesn't sound correct. Say, speak English. You might find a few examples on the internet of native speakers saying talk in English. That doesn't mean it's correct. It sounds weird. When you talk about languages, use speak. Do you speak Spanish? Do you speak English? Don't say, do you talk in English? If you say it, you'll sound weird. Don't do it. So if you want to sound natural, if you want to sound correct, say, I speak English. If you want to sound weird and strange, say, I talk in English. It's your choice.
Do you speak English?
He doesn't speak English.
Since when do you speak Italian?
Bar Americano, you don't speak English.
How the hell do you know how to speak Arabic?
Before I got paid to speak French.
So with languages, we use speak. I speak 2 languages. I speak English. I speak Spanish. And we use the word speak when referring to public. Example, you speak in public. You don't talk in public. You speak in public.
Now he has this thing about speaking in public. He's all freaked out.
I hate speaking in public.
He's just a little shy about speaking in public.
You be very mindful of how you act and speak in public.
Keep watching for a more detailed explanation of the difference between talk and speak. Speak is more formal than talk, and we have to look at the prepositions. We have different prepositions. You can use to or with, and all combinations are correct. I talk to my friends, I talk with my friends. I speak to my friends, or I speak with my friends. These are all correct, but there's a difference. What's the difference? Well, speak is more formal than talk, and the preposition with is more formal than the preposition to. So the least formal and most common and most natural is talk to. I talk to my friends every day. I talk to my friends on the phone. And speak with is the most formal. So avoid using speak with. It's too formal in most cases. I'll tell you a story. When I was dating my wife, she called my house and my father answered. And she said, "Can I speak with Kevin?"
And my father was worried. He thought it was a serious phone call. He thought something happened. So in conversational English, we use talk to. It's the least formal. And when I ask a question, I end with the preposition to. Who is he talking to? The answer, he's talking to his friends. If I ask the question, who is he speaking with? It sounds strange. It sounds too formal. So I ask the question, who is he talking to? The answer, he's talking to his friends. Let's practice. Who is he talking to? That's right, he's talking to his friends. So remember, use speak when referring to languages. I speak 2 languages. It's not correct to say I talk 2 languages. We have to use speak in this case. I speak 2 languages. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, subscribe to our channel. And if you want to become a member, click the join button. And we'll see you next time.